Hello and welcome everybody. Tonight we are going to be watching Division D East. We have Full Metal Jacket, the team on the left, and we will have Xul Gin Distillery as the team on the right. The lobby is still forming, but the map pick and bans have been made, so let me show you those. So Full Metal Jacket banned Ultrac Pass and which one is that? Battlefield of Eternity, I believe. Nope, Ultrac Pass and Towers of Doom, and then Xul Gin Distillery banned Volskaya Foundry and Battlefield of Eternity. And since Full Metal Jacket lost the coin flip, Xul Gin Distillery decided they want the map pick, so Full Metal Jacket gets first pick. Xul Gin Distillery picked Dragonshire, and that is the map we are going to shortly. Looks like both teams are in the lobby. Just waiting for them to say they're ready. Oops, I totally messed that up. Apparently it was Tomb of the Spider Queen, not Towers of Doom. So I fixed that now. Did that fix the graphic? I'm not sure. Yes, it did. Nice. All right, it looks like everybody's ready in the lobby. So I think the game is about to start.
Dragonshire.
And the draft has started. Left side will get first pick, which is FMJ, Full Meta Jacket. Let me tell you a little bit about the record of these teams. Xul Gin Distillery is currently, I believe, undefeated. They have, let's take a look at their results. They won in a 2-1 against Illa Dancing Queens. They dominated Probus Drift, Cannon Rush. They dominated I Must Feed. They won 2-1 versus Dirk Throws These. And they dominated Frank's Furders. So yeah, they are undefeated right now with 3 dominations and 2 2-1 matches. As for Full Meta Jacket, they dominated Kael'thas Can't Spell, which is my team. They got dominated by Bunker Fun Time. They lost 1-2 versus Church of Murky, and they dominated Illa Dancing Queens. So they've got quite a few wins. I mean, they've got 2 wins and 2 losses. So, I mean, but compared to the 5 wins by Xul Gin Distillery, I guess they're a little bit of the underdog here. But we'll see how they play. Sometimes you have bad days and you lose, you know, and sometimes you rock it. So it's not really predetermined or anything. For the bans, so far we've got a KT ban, a Diablo ban by FMJ, and a Vala and Johanna ban by Xul Gin Distillery. Now the first pick is coming for Dragonshire. Wonder if we're going to see a Rexar. Nope, a Li Ming. She's a pretty strong pick as well. In response, we've got a Varian and a Stukov, picked by Xul Gin Distillery. You know, a taunt Varian into a Stukov silence, that might be really painful.
For the alliance above all.
We've got an Anduin and a Blaze. That's a good option, Anduin pulling people out of that if it happens. And Blaze is just generally really annoying, you know, just strong character overall. Those slows can be really bad. Third bans are coming out. We've got a Greymane ban. Wonder if they're going like Deathwing or something. Jaina. There we go. I was like, oh my god, is it going to be a disrespect non-ban? Nope, it was a Jaina ban.
For the Nexus.
Oh goodness, Orphea. Orphea and Tychus for Xul Gin Distillery. Orphea right now I think is pretty broken. Like she's just OP and super annoying. So we'll see how that goes. She might give the blue team a really hard time. Unless they pick something to counter her. Their last two choices. They need probably an offlaner or a tank. And one more damage. Alright, we got a Dahaka offlaner and a Rainer for damage. I'm a little worried about wave clear given Rainer and Li Ming picks there. Because my team tends to play that combo and we struggle a bit with wave clear, but we don't usually have a Blaze and Dahaka, so maybe they'll pull that out. And I was right, there was a Deathwing waiting! Hi, Mark Zombie. Thank you. I guess I must have accidentally pressed Alt 2. Alright, so 5 seconds, we're going to first match between Full Meta Jacket and Xul Gin Distillery. I apologize for that snafu. I'm still getting used to all this casting stuff. Pretty new. Probably my second week trying to do this, I think. I think second week, yeah. Alright, here we go.
So get ready to throw down.
On the left side, we've got Souza on the Rainer, Juggerob on the Blaze, Sergeant Scoops on Anduin, Runtime Logic on Li Ming, and Barber on Dahaka. On the right side for Xul Gin Distillery, we've got a couple of Xul sprays here. We've got Ankle Shot on Orphea, Lead on Stukov, Cowboy Kyle on the Dragon, Deathwing, and Be Fresh on Tychus, and D-Wit on Varian.
Unleash the dragon's wrath.
Here we go. Oh no. What was that pause for? I can't actually type in all. I can only type in observers and they won't see that. So I'm not sure what's going on. Oh, they have an invisible horse. Yep, I think they need to restart the game. Oh, they don't mind? Really? Okay, well, the good news, it's within the first 2 minutes, so they can reform the game if they want to. Hi. So Stukov is on the invisible horse. Okay, looks like Full Metal Jacket is going to forgive that. That's very interesting. All right, got everybody mid right now. Got Dahaka stun for that Varian. Varian's not very strong at this point. He needs to wait till he's 4 before he engages too much. Red team taking quite a bit of damage, backing off. Tychus is doing a good job with that, damaging those tanks though. But he does take a Leeming Orb to the face and ends up losing half his health. Looks like red team's getting ready to do their 4-man rotation, followed shortly by the blue team. I'm not sure what this lag is caused by. Oh gosh, Juggerop almost dead. Oh, he got saved by that Anduin pull. Nice work, Anduin. Red team has cleared that wave bottom and is now heading back to mid. Whereas, actually, well, it's just Tychus who's headed to mid, strangely enough. And it looks like Ankleshot is going to take that siege camp by herself, or by himself. The blue team is all doing their camp, I guess trying to get it quickly, but they may be losing some soap for it. Actually, not yet, unless nobody goes bottom, which they didn't, so they did lose soak. Tychus is waiting in a bush. Ooh, red team has secured both top and bottom, and Tychus is sitting around waiting in this bush to see if the blue team tries to rotate somewhere. If they all go somewhere, he'll cap it like really quickly. So they'd all be the blue team would lose that Dragon Knight. But Dahaka's here. Not sure he can stand up to Tychus though. What is up with this lag? Oh my god. He's very annoying. Oh goodness, I totally missed this fight down here. We've got a 3v4, and yet Juggerov lost like almost all of his health. Oh no, he's going to die! Oh, again, the Anduin save. Wow, he got down to 30 health. That's pretty amazing. Alright, we've got Dahaka actually standing up really well against that Tychus. Tychus is almost dead. And, of course, Dahaka has his heals and stuff. Be Fresh did Sippy Cup, and now it's him against Li Ming. He's got to be careful of those orbs. Bottom lane, the red team is still holding on strong. Now it's a 3v3. Taunted that Blaze. Oh, Souza goes down. That Orphea. Was that Souza? I think it... No, sorry, not Souza. Oh, wait. Souza killed Orphea. Alright. And now it looks like the blue team is recapturing bottom, but they don't have anyone top. So at least the red team is still safe for now. 2 members of the red team are still hanging out here, trying to get that wave cleared. Tychus in the middle. Looks like he is heading top to help, well, he's thinking about heading top. But it looks like he changed his mind and is going to head bottom to help his team win this point back. I wonder if everybody's having lag or if it's just me. Tychus being a little brave here. Not afraid of those Ming orbs. Maybe he should be. Alright, they're just sort of posturing right now. Not much is going on. Orphea taking orbs though. Deathwing is up in the top lane against this Dahaka. I imagine it's not going to be too hard for him to stay alive, but he is losing quite a chunk of health here, surprisingly. But so is Barber. And I expect if Dahaka tries to run away, he will get breathed on by Deathwing, and that will be a lot of damage. Varian goes in, taunts that Blaze again. Tychus takes that opportunity to put in a lot of damage on that Juggerog. Red team has recaptured bottom, but they're all 4 here and Deathwing is top, so they currently do not have anybody to capture it. Nice work! That was really good work there. Tychus killed that Blaze while Dewet was on Varian was withdrawing.
The fire comes for you.
Okay, Tychus manages to get the Dragon Knight. He's pushing mid, avoiding shots from this bottom tower here. He's trying to position himself way up here so he only takes shots from one of the towers. But his health is going down really fast as the entire blue team is here. It's already dead. They managed to get one tower and half of that wall in the middle. And that's pretty much it. The blue team, however, does not have their level 10, and the red team does. So I imagine they're looking for some kind of invade here or some kind of team fight. But unfortunately that siege camp is not up, so they can't really invade that. In the meantime, instead, they just go straight for Juggerog on his rotation. Blue team is almost at 10 again, or at 10, so red team sort of lost that opportunity, unfortunately. Now both teams are on the same tier. Hello and welcome, everybody. I apologize for the lag. I don't know what's causing that. Alright, red team seems to be sort of baiting bottom, and it looks like the blue team is unaware that they're there. Well, they are aware now. Instead, they decide to go for that kill on Juggerog. Oh goodness, that Anduin save pulled him through the bushes. Oh my god, that was a pro move by that Anduin. Wow. Ooh, a lot of red team players go down. None of the blue team members have died yet. And all 5 here get a almost full team wipe. 4 people dead. That was a great job by, I think Anduin really fixed that whole situation. If it weren't for Anduin, Juggerog would be dead and this would be pretty bad. So I am very impressed. In the top lane, Dahaka's heading for that Deathwing, trying to clear that lane. And trying not to take too much damage. Looks like he's healing himself through it.
Harness the power of sun and
The blue team is trying to invade the red team's camp, and sort of Juggerog is anchoring in that bush pretty well. Oh, but instead they just managed to take the camp on behalf of the red team. Oh, that's bad. They backed out there. I mean, probably for a good reason, but anyway, so now they have level 13s and the red team does not, so they are now ahead, and by they I mean FMJ. So, let's see if they're going to try to engage here, or pick a fight. They settle for taking the bottom sorry, what is that called? Shrine? Yeah, the shrine down there, and they are pushing to see if, I guess they're looking to see if they can catch someone rotating to the bottom lane, but they changed their minds and left. Nice, Varian checks that push, smart move, as does Juggerog. Blue team is on their Merc camp, the red team's Merc camp that the blue team really captured, but on behalf of the red team is already dead. Oh, Tychus gets caught in a really bad position and is melted. That was, wow, that was really strong. 4v4, but that Tychus was slightly out of position, and both his healer and tank could not save him. Great job by FMJ. They're trying to take this keep tower as a reward for their kill, but they're taking a bit much damage. Juggernaut is in a bit of danger, but Sergeant Scoops on the Anduin is still full health and almost full mana, so they should be fine. Unless Souza backs out too late and gets taunted. We'll see. Looks like the red team does not go for that re-engage there. The blue team is 2 levels ahead. It's more like 1.5, but it was 2 numerical levels ahead. The top lane, again, it's still Dahaka versus Deathwing. Not much is really changing there. Red team is going for that shrine in the bottom lane. So Dahaka heads mid to try to defend that in case one of the red team members come over here. Juggernaut gets taunted, gets pulled out by the Anduin. Tychus is really low, almost dead. Oh goodness, that combustion unfortunately does not really hit the target he was hoping for. Oh, but a gleaming orb still proving dangerous. The entire red team is in the bottom lane though. So in the meantime, Dahaka has gone up top to cancel that shrine ability where they could get the dragon. It's good move by Dahaka. Alright, we've got Topes Rock going for, on the stream chat, rooting for Xul Gin Distillery. Dahaka gets caught out by the entire team. Can he survive this? He's walking straight into a Deathwing though. And wow, he manages to survive that. I guess there was not enough lockdown to keep him there so that the red team could kill him. So, in full view of the red team, the blue team just tries to capture the shrine. I'm not sure that's really going to work. Ooh, Tychus is dead and followed by that Orphea. Wow, all their damage is now dead. This is going to be rough for them to really contest. The blue team will likely get this fort if they want to. They could push and get it. In the top lane, it looks like Dahaka is going up there to try to see if he can get that. Yep, the blue team gets that mid fort and it is gone. So the blue team is now ahead on 2 forts. They got mid and bot dead, but so those are probably the more important lanes. The top lane is really not important in this game, mostly due to the Bridge of Death, this bridge right here. In the meantime, it looks like the red team is going to capture the bottom shrine, but it's just Varian, and he's got to be very cautious there. It's just him, and the entire blue team, or 4 of them, are rotating down for him. In the top lane, the red team also has to deal with these blue mercs that were stolen. This camp got stolen by the blue team. Good job. I wonder if Dahaka will be able, or if the blue team will be able to capture this. Does not look like it. Looks like Barber is by himself here. The Dahaka was taunted. Can he get away this time too? I'm not sure if he'll be that lucky. But it looks like, I guess the issue is the red team does not have a lot of lockdown. It's a taunt, and that's pretty much it. But it looks like Barber walks straight into a Tychus in the top lane, and they do go for that kill. The team's not going to be able to save him right now. Yep, that Tychus goes, that Dahaka goes down. Killed by a Stukov. Huh. So now, the blue team is at a disadvantage in terms of players alive right now. But they don't seem to care. They're like, we're going to get this keep. Because they have mercs pushing. Those bottom mercs did a real number on that keep. Look at it. It's like it's almost dead already. Blue team backs out before the red team can kill them. And now they're going to take that opportunity where the red team has to respond to that bottom lane pressure and get their top mercs. Not sure that's the best decision. I think they should have gone for the top shrine. Dahaka goes up to the blue shrine. Those mercs get to push that fort and need to be responded to by the red team. He backs out. His team, in the meantime, is doing a great job capturing this camp, stealing it from the red team, and that camp should be the death of that keep. Or maybe Raynor will just go in and hit the keep once.
Blue team
Yep,
has
there he goes.
destroyed a fort.
Smart work, Raynor. Blue team recaptures this shrine to stop the red team from getting mid. Although Dahaka's there anyway, who he probably would have been able to stop them. Orphea goes back to handle those merc spots. She's got them. Oh, now Deathwing's by himself. But he manages to get away. Of course, he's got a ton of health. Looks like the blue team is losing both top and bottom. Or, well, I mean, maybe they'll get top, but I don't think so. Yeah, that Deathwing can really, like, stand on the point because he's hard to kill. Oh, in the meantime, on the bottom side, the red team is taking so much damage, is getting killed and destroyed. Down they go, 4 of them. I think this could be GG if the blue team pushes for keep right now. Sorry, not keep, for core right now. Looks like they are. Expect that Deathwing to come in any moment now and try to push them off, but good luck with that, Deathwing. Still 1v4, they could 1v5, I mean, they could just easily turn on him and kill him. And the core goes down very quickly. Looks like they are both hitting Deathwing and the core. Ooh, Sousa's taking a lot of damage from the core. And this is it. GG. Wow. That Deathwing had 25 health. 25 health! Anyway, really good game, both teams. Thank you. Hi, Ektar, and thank you for the raid. Hello, Ektar's viewers, and welcome. We just finished the first game in this series of Full Metal Jacket versus Xul Gin Distillery. This is what the stats look like. Looks like Sousa did a lot of damage, significantly more than the red team was able to put out. And it looks like the Deathwing was the one sort of doing most of the damage on the red team, which is surprising, but I guess it was like not super useful damage because it was just him and Dahaka exchanging damage. So yeah, it wasn't really team fight damage. That invisible horse cost them the game. Yeah, Stukov shouldn't be on that invisible horse, man. Hello, Valcomer. Welcome. All right, let me update the team stats. Okay, that's looking right. I finally fixed the map, community map pool thing. Like, for ages it has been showing bands, like, they're like as if there are like 8 bands and 3 picks, and like it's been broken. So figured it out with the help of I think he's called 7th Ace or 7th something. Goodness, I'm terrible with names. 7th Ace, yeah, that's right. I was correct. Not too far off. Here we go, waiting for the next game. Let me play some music for you guys while we wait. Okay, looks like they are discussing. It seems like right now Juggerab is on Looks like Full Metal Jacket has map pick, so that means that Xul Gin Distillery opted for first pick this time. Just communicating with the teams. Where's that music I promised? All right, we are back. With the draft, Xul Gin Distillery chose first pick, and looks like Full Metal Jacket picked Infernal Shrines here. Vala gets banned. That's interesting. I didn't really think this was one of her particularly good maps, but maybe I'm wrong. Or maybe it's a targeted ban. We get another KT ban here from Full Metal Jacket. Get a Blaze pick, Blaze ban by Xul Gin Distillery here. So they banned Vala and Blaze. I guess Blaze is a response to last game. And we get a Xul ban. Well, Xul is pretty annoying here. So that's probably a good choice by Full Metal Jacket. Alright, we are up to first pick. I am excited. What are they going to choose? Any guesses? Anybody know? Deckard! That is a very strange first pick. But I guess that's a good pick for Infernal Shrines in general, since he can get to the shrine early and set up. Put down about a ton of potions. Ooh, Tassadar. And Johanna comes from Full Metal Jacket. This is going to be very interesting because I haven't seen a lot of Tassadars, and I mean, a good Tassadar is really, really good with those walls. They can really, they're playmakers, is what I'm trying to say. So we will see if that Tassadar is up to snuff. All right, we get a Diablo and Greymane pick on Xul Gin Distillery. All right, time for third bans. Any guesses? Jaina. Wow, they're like, well, they're trying to choke them out of mages, I suppose. But, I mean, the red team did just play Orphea, so maybe they'll just pick Orphe again. And hi everybody on stream and welcome. Thank you for watching. This is Division D East, which is the division I'm in. Anduin got banned. Ooh, well, I mean, I totally understand that ban because that Anduin saved Juggerob's life so many times with that pull. It was like, oh, dead Juggerob. Nope. Denied. So that's a good ban. Let's see what the blue team responds with. A Malfurion.
Strength.
Anytime you're ready.
Raynor again. This time with Tassadar, who has better wave clear than Ming does, so I was really worried about them last game, but it seems like they managed to pull that out anyway. Okay, we're getting a Leoric and a Mephisto on the side of Xul Gin Distillery here. That's an interesting comp. Who do we think we'll see in response to the Leoric solo laner? I mean, Dehaka's not a bad option against Leoric because he can burrow every time Leoric uses that life drain. But will they play it again? No, they choose Sonya instead. Oh, this is great. I love Sonya. She's my baby. I love Sonya. So, we'll see how good a Sonya player Barber is. I'm not really going to judge him or anything. It's just I love seeing good Sonyas play. Here we go. Match number 2. Who are you rooting for, people in the chat? You guys can hear me, right? Because I'm not getting a lot of response here. Where is everyone? Are you just lurking? Watching while muted?
Prepare yourselves for battle, heroes.
Okay, so on the side of full meta jacket, we've got Juggerob on Johanna, Barber on Sonya, Runtime Logic on Mephisto, Sergeant Scoops on the Malfurion, and Souza on Raynor. On the right side, for Xul Gin Distillery, we've got D-Wit on the Diablo, Be Fresh on Greymane, Cowboy Kyle on Leoric, Led on Deckard.
4, 3, 2,
Did I say Mephisto on the other side? Oh, sorry. That was Tassadar, not Mephisto. And Ankle Shot on Mephisto. My apologies, Runtime Logic. That is not a Mephisto, clearly. That is a Tassadar. What's wrong with you? Let's go, Tassadar! I'm really excited to see it, Tassadar play here. Those walls will be fun. Looks like we're still getting some lag here. Oh goodness, Mephisto goes in and a lot of his health goes down. Wow. Blue team's Sonya splits off to the top lane, getting there way quicker than the red team has. Blue team also pushes to bottom lane to clear that that minion wave really quickly. Red team leaves their Greymane up here. I hope he does not get caught out because there's 5 of them here. Right, they do. He manages to make it away in time. Camps are up. Let's see who's going to take theirs first. I'm assuming this. Yeah. Blue team will full meta jacket has started their camp. Let's see if Greymane and Dehaka go for theirs. Nope. Instead, they opt to try to gank bottom. See, since they only see 2 people bottom, and they have 4, but it does not quite work out for them. It's a little early in the game. Turtle Bear is here to support the Leoric. Cowboy Kyle. Looks like the blue team managed to get theirs as well as the bottom camp here. It's 4v3 in the bottom lane. Fisto takes quite a bit of damage before backing out with his shape. Ooh, Diablo, that wall, he can't get around it, and he dies. Wow. That was a really good wall. I'm so happy. I love Tassadar walls. Alright, we've got Barber here going for that Greymane kill. He might be able to get it. No, he just didn't manage to get it. Because if he had gone a little further, he would have died as well. Even if he'd gotten Barber. And he likely might not have. Okay, so blue team is doing a good job pushing down this bottom lane really hard. I mean, they've already gotten the wall and the bottom tower here. So that's quite some progress given that the blue team's walls are all still intact. And they get up here to mid lane before the red team has a chance to push with that Merc camp they got. Red team's going for their Merc camp as expected, as is the blue team. Leoric in the top lane, trying to get rid of those minions. Looks like Diablo and Sonya are skirmishing in the middle lane. Goodness, that lag is annoying. What is up with that? Alright. The entire red team makes it up to the top lane. Sonya does not seem to be joining her group yet. But the blue team has their mercs pushing here as well. Still 4v5, so they do have to be careful and fight closer to their walls. That wall, unfortunately, did not secure any kills or anything, or really bother anyone. It was behind the ward. Alright, now the blue team has all 5 here. Johanna's taking a lot of damage though, and she has to like back out a little. She's used her Unstoppable already. And now Mephisto's going in to be as annoying as he can be. Oh, that Raynor gets rooted. It is likely that he could die, but instead, Sonya comes in and saves the day. She manages to kill that Mephisto. Cowboy Kyle gets out on the Leoric. Diablo is still trying to find someone to stun, I suppose. We still have a chance here. I mean, Mephisto's on his way back. The blue team's only at 17 minions, 18, 19. Okay, it's going fast, so they better get back in there quickly. They are unlikely to catch up just by standing here in the corner, though. Looks like they are trying hard to engage, but Leoric took a lot of damage, and now so did that Raynor. He is dead. Good job by the red team. Unfortunately, they do lose the Punisher anyway, so it looks like they are attempting to get that Johanna kill instead. But instead, Kyle and Be Fresh both have such low health, they cannot really risk hitting that Punisher until a little later. Maybe Diablo has to bait it over first. Looks like their Deckard is backing out. So they do have to be super careful here if that blue team tries to push or roots that Diablo like that. Could be dangerous. I was just thinking that Punisher may kill Greymane, but thankfully he doesn't, and it goes down. In the meantime, the blue team is now stealing the red team's camp bottom. Well, I suppose that camp goes mid, not really bottom, but you know, on the right side of the map, it's I consider it the red team's bottom merc. This one's the top one. Ooh, Sousa's gonna have to back out of that. He notices that they are coming. He sees them in the lane, but he does not know that there are also two people in this in this bush right here waiting for him. But his team catches up and they engage on the red team. Now Furin gets stuck behind, but Raynor's putting in some damage to that Diablo. Now he's just trying to kill the merc camp and cap it while the red team are sort of far away. And they managed to do so. In the top lane, we've got a Leoric versus Sonya skirmish going on. Of course, Sonya spins to win whenever. The life drain, however, does go through. Does not get dodged by Sonya, so she loses a lot of health. And Jagrab pushes for this keep. Bottom. They did manage to get that tower that was remaining. They've got mercs. They've got level 10s. They are in an excellent position here to push and get this fort. Red team is about to get their 10s as well, though. And they do. It looks like the blue team is backing off, but they did get a lot of damage with those mercs into that fort. So that fort really just needs, you know, just a tiny bit more push and it will go down. Blue team's tank is anchoring in the bush, waiting to see if anybody is trying to gank Raynor or trying to do something funny. Looks like the red team has decided to push bottom. Diablo goes in for that Raynor, but does not have any follow-up to it, because he's all by himself there. Pretty aggressively placed. Ooh, that Diablo ult comes out. Does not really secure any kills for them, or really do much for the red team. Jagrab's health is pretty low, but I imagine he probably has a sip. Yeah, there he goes. In the top lane, Leoric is trying to deal with those mercs while Sonya is harassing him. Blue team goes in for that fort. Not quite committing, but trying to kill those minions so that their wave of minions, their next wave, can help them with it. Looks like they are committing now, and they've got that fort dead? Yes, dead. Leoric has managed to clear that minion, that merc camp up top, just in time for the Punisher, which means Sonya still has to deal with the red team's camp. So that's good for the red team. They will be 5v4 here. Leoric Entomb goes out. Oh goodness, that's a lot of damage on one-time logic. Ooh, that Tassadar goes down. He got locked in really good. Souza gets flipped in. Diablo is just sort of rocking his world, and the red team manages to get this shrine pretty much uncontested for right now. And they've still got like a good 15 seconds before their teammates show up. In the meantime, Sonya is getting value top, so I don't imagine they're too upset about how it's going so far. But is that Leoric? No, he doesn't land. Leoric does not land his Spirit Drain or whatever it's called. So yeah, that fort is almost dead, but not quite. So even though the blue team lost that Punisher, they did manage to get bottom fort and most of top fort. Okay, so let's see what the red team's Punisher can do. There we go, Johanna baited it over the wall. Not that the wall has much health, it's going to be dead in a moment now. D-Wit comes in, stuns that Johanna. Let's see how well the blue team will do defending this. Oh goodness, Johanna takes a lot of damage from that Punisher. She uses her Unstoppable to get out. Raynor gets rooted though. Oh, that was a good stay a while and listen. Into the Diablo stun. Wow, that is very impressive timing. Led is taking a lot of damage from that keep though, or that fort rather. Blue team makes it away with as few deaths as they can get, which was just one, Johanna. That all around, I expected that to cause more deaths than just one. Like that could have been a team wipe, I think, or at least a 4-man wipe. In the top lane, it looks like Leoric is really struggling with this Sonya. And, oh my goodness, is she going to kill him? No, he manages to get that drain off on her, and she just backs away. I think she could have killed him through that. Our team captures this bottom lane. They look like they're trying to turn things around here, and they're both even on levels. Looks like blue team might be in for some trouble if they try to rotate through here. But they are taking the smart rotation. Unless Jaguar walks straight into that. Nope, he flashes the bush. They're not there anymore. All good. Barber, however, is so dead. Yes, he is. Unfortunately. In the meantime, the red team is pushing this top fort, and if they get it, they'll be ahead on forts compared to the blue team. So, and I think they're going to get it. In fact, they're even going to get this merc camp and have that push the keep. I'm not sure what the blue team's doing. They're just hanging around. I guess trying to avoid fights. And for good reason. I mean, their Sonya's dead, so. Alright, they're going to clear this top camp. We've got level 16s on the red team. The blue team is still at 15. And the red team takes that opportunity to push this mid fort, the only remaining fort for the blue team. Diablo tries to position himself somewhere where he can get a kill. Looks like he's rotating up to that Raynor, and his team follows him. And that Raynor's totally dead. Yep. Raynor stayed out there a little too far, a little too long. Probably should have rotated with his team. Juggerog seems to also be getting caught out, but of course it's Johanna, so she has way more survivability than Raynor does. Red team's getting that camp. Blue team, their camp was already stolen by the red team, so they don't have anything to respond with. They will have to deal with this camp manually. Red team's already gotten in on the shrine. Blue team seems a little pensive here. I mean, the Raynor isn't here yet, isn't back yet, so they are avoiding the fight. My 18 viewers today are super silent. Come on, guys, hype! Do you think Xul Gin Distillery will win this one and we'll get a third game? Right, we've got full meta jacket going in. Oh no! Okay, he does not get rooted because he's unstoppable. But once again, they get locked in that Leoric Entomb, and Sousa goes down on the Raynor. So now they've got to defend this with just 3 people. I think that fort is definitely gone. Seems like they have concluded the same thing. So they are avoiding it, I think. Avoiding the punish, like fighting over there. They're just going to wait behind their keep walls, where Juggerog will likely bait the Immortal over, or the Punisher over. There we go. Now the blue team can more safely kill it, while the red team is still dealing with those towers up front. Will the red team push for that keep? I mean, Raynor's back, so it would be a 5v5 under keep, although they do have a merc camp. It looks like they decided not to, and they leave. They're probably going to that bottom camp to capture it. Their bottom lane is pushed out pretty far, so they do need someone to clear this and push it out. In the meantime, I think the blue team will go get this fort, finally, hopefully. Yes, they will.
Blue team has destroyed a fort.
Don't stay too long, Raynor. Alright, he backs out. He's okay. Red team seems to be trying to find a spot for ganking, but I'm not sure if that's what they're doing. I think so, because they're all down here somewhere, just waiting for the blue team. But there's nothing for the blue team to deal with here, except for this camp, and I mean, it would be pretty silly of them to try to path through that bush. So the red team goes for the blue camp instead. They are ahead a whole level, but they are not 20 yet. So if the blue team wants to engage, this is the time. Once they hit 20, it's going to be impossible for the blue team to engage until they get 20 as well. There we go again. We've got the stay a while and listen into the Diablo stun, and that kills both Malfurion and Raynor. Down goes Juggerog. Runtime logic is probably going to die here as well. And Barber is trying to secure that kill, but he's just Nope, not enough. Deckard is
Dominate.
really strong. I mean, he's fairly tanky. So, unfortunately for the blue team, I think that's going to be GG. Which means we get to go to the third game!
Red team has destroyed a fort. Blue team's core is under attack.
Nice. I'm excited for the third game. The third games are always the best because they're like super tense and everybody's trying to win, you know? It's not like you have another chance. This is it. Nice. Good game by both teams. Okay, for our third round, game number 3, it looks like Full Metal Jacket decided they wanted first pick. So Xul Gin Distillery picked the map and they chose Praxis Holdout. Now we've got a lobby coming up. Okay, it looks like we will be starting up momentarily. I hope, at least. The third map we're going to today is Rex's Holdout. Picked by Xul Gin Distillery. Here we go.
Rex's Holdout.
Full Limited Jacket has first pick, which they decided is more important to them than the map pick. So, who will they be banning first? I'm expecting another KT ban. They've been consistently banning KT. Oh, they banned the Deckard instead. Well, that was a good Deckard. The Blaze ban is back. We get a Li-Ming ban. Okay. So Deckard, Li-Ming. They do not want to deal with those two on Rex's Holdout. I think the Li-Ming ban is very strange because she's really quite terrible on this map. I mean, she has no wave clear whatsoever. And while she's a great PvP hero, she's really not good at dealing with waves or anything. Oh, this time they didn't ban KT because they wanted to take KT. Nice. We've got Arby's here, rooting for FMJ. Right, who's going to respond to KT? I'm expecting maybe a Johanna here. No, we get a Malfurion and a Raynor. I was hoping to see a Gul'dan. I mean, maybe we will see a Gul'dan from XGD, but I'm not sure.
For the alliance above all.
I haven't seen that in their toolkit yet. Alright, so blue team here managed to take Johanna and Anduin. I'm really looking forward to the Anduin plays again, because like first game, those were life-saving. They were perfect pulls. So let's see if he can do that again. Sergeant Scoops. Go, Sergeant Scoops. Right, third round of bans. We got a Phoenix ban. I'm going to assume that one of the blue team people play a good Phoenix. ETC. But I'd really like to see the Mal'Ganis. That would be nice. Mal'Ganis is a pain in the butt. I hate playing against him, honestly. Oh, there's the Gul'dan! Woohoo! Called it! DeWitt goes for the Garrosh. Oh, Garrosh is another one of those tanks that I really hate playing against, because I'm usually playing squishies and I just get flipped into the enemy team and instantly dead. So let's hope that KT does not get caught. Nor the Anduin, actually.
The wait is over.
Oh, that is a very interesting pick. Cassia. I did not see that coming. I mean, Cassia right now is pretty, like, underpowered. Her win rate's something like 39%. So I was not expecting to see her at all. It's very odd. But we do get an Artanis, and Artanis is really good, a really good hero overall. Ah, Rexxar. Somebody really should have banned Rexxar. So far, I'm really liking the red team's lineup, especially with that Gul'dan and Rexxar. Those are like power players on this map. Garrosh also is very strong. And the flip into the Malfurion route could be very devastating if they coordinate that well. Blue teams, it was going well until Cassia, in my opinion. I mean, I love Cassia as a character. I love to play her. But yeah, I did not expect to see her here. What do you guys think of Cassia? Good choice or so-so?
Facility powering up.
We're about to begin.
All right. Here on the blue side, we've got FMJ, Full Meta Jacket. We've got Souza on KT, Juggerab on Johanna, Sergeant Scoops on Anduin, Runtime Logic on Cassia, and we've got Barber on Artanis. On the right side for Xul Gin Distillery, we've got Ankle Shot on Gul'dan, Lead on Malfurion, D-Wit on Garrosh, B-Fresh on Raynor, and Cowboy Kyle on Rexxar. Wonder how Misha will do against Artanis. That'll be very interesting. Tiny No Tie, are you talking about the Cassia pick? I think that is a weird pick. I don't know if it will really work out for them. Oh, KT gets thrown, but Anduin saves his life, pulls him back in, and in the meantime, they put some heavy damage into that Raynor. Almost dies, but not quite. And Raynor's not afraid, he just goes right back in. Malfurion Root gets that Souza. Oh, but Garrosh has a bomb. He spreads it to that Raynor, unfortunately. Both Raynor and Garrosh are pretty low, so they need to be careful. But KT is also very low, so he's not venturing much out there. Souza is so screwed. Sorry, guys. I saw that coming. Like, when a Garrosh comes running to you, that is not a good sign. That is a very bad sign. If he just beelines towards you.
The beacons have activated.
In the top lane, looks like Misha's winning the battle against Barber here on the Artanis. Red team manages to cap the bottom lane. Blue team, in the meantime, tries to get their siege camp to have something to, pushing in that lane. I think Misha should be capturing this. I'm not sure why she isn't yet. Perhaps being overly cautious. Cowboy Kyle is a little low on mana, so I sort of understand the apprehension, but he could have just sent Misha to stand on that point and get points for his team. In the meantime, the red team has also withdrawn to capture their bruiser camp instead of their siege camp. And the blue team manages to cap bottom. Neither team has made a play for the top lane yet. Red team manages to dispose of that siege camp fairly quickly. And now they can push back onto this. Artanis has managed to capture top for the blue team. Cowboy Kyle is still trying to kill Artanis rather than capture that point. Red team does try to capture the point bottom. Raynor is a little vulnerable here, but he's got Garrosh protecting him, so he should be fine. Ooh, Johanna gets flipped, but she's got her unstoppable. She manages to get out. In the top lane, Barber is looking a bit low. Looks like he had a tap, as did Cowboy Kyle, I guess, or maybe Cowboy Kyle just got a couple globes. He chases Barber off the point with Misha, and now he can finally cap it. Red team might get some progress here. I mean, the blue team already has almost filled this entire bar. I mean, it's 80% already. So if the red team can manage to catch up, then both teams will have to defend, as they will be two strong waves, for both teams.
Hero slain.
Tennis is aiming to get this back for his team, but Misha and Cowboy Kyle are pretty high on health, and he's really low on both health and mana, so he might be dying here. Nice work by that Rexar. The red team does manage to secure the entirety of the wave in response to the blue team's 80%. Top, we've got Cowboy Kyle defending. Misha dies though, so he's got to be careful here. That's still a lot for him to defend by himself. Red team is fully pushing with theirs in the bottom lane, and they're gonna get that fort. Ooh, that flip on Johanna on a low health. She had been saving her unstoppable for that, it looks like. So the red team does manage to get this fort. They still have a rather large wave pushing, but I would be surprised if we try to push further with it. It's not, I mean, it's the first wave, level 7, 5 minutes in. They're not likely to get that keep. So they do recognize that, and they back out. Juggernaut is still taking a lot of damage, though, from those Zerg. Artanis is heading back bottom. Looks like the red team is setting up here for perhaps a gank.
Eliminated.
Oh, thank goodness. We live another day.
But Johanna is smart. She finds them. That Johanna flip, again, the unstoppable was saved for that, and the root does not take effect. Rexar is pushing top lane. He managed to defend somewhat well. I mean, he still lost this entire front wall, but I mean, it's not bad for an 80% Zerg wave, considering the 100% of the bottom lane did manage to get this entire fort. Uh-oh, am I disconnected? Nope, just laggy. Blue team gets their siege camp again, as does the red team.
Flame on!
Looks like the red team, Xul Gin Distillery, is looking to invade, but they are seen by that Johanna, and the rest of the team backs off. Until Artanis comes in, at least. Artanis goes straight for the Malfurion, gets root. Juggernaut is really low on health here, but that KT with the bombs and Flame Strike, I think is what it's called, he manages to secure 2 kills on the red team. Down go Garrosh and Raynor. Even Malfurion is pretty low. I mean, he does have to back there. Rexar's checking on the boss to make sure the blue team is not capping it, but the blue team is content to get this camp right here. And they still have their mercs pushing bot.
A power spike from the beacons. They'll be active soon.
The blue team heads top now, trying to catch up on XP because the red team is still ahead of them by a whole level. Red team has their ults and blue team does not, so they need to be super careful here. Red team is not trying to fight them though, they are busy getting their bruiser camp. Blue team gets away hopefully, unless that KT walks in for no reason. He gets pulled out by the Anduin, those life-saving pulls. I'm super impressed by them, in case you hadn't noticed. Artanis deals with that Bruiser Camp bottom. He's taking a lot of damage from it though. He probably should be waiting behind his wave for them to move a little forward so he's not taking the damage. In the meantime, the red team is 5-man here. They are about to blow up that KT. And KT goes down before putting out enough damage to kill anybody on the red team. In fact, the whole red team is almost all full health. Ooh. And then Sergeant Scoops running away. Runtime Logic gets caught as well. And that is 3 deaths for the blue team. The red team, of course, is going to take this opportunity to take the boss. Expect they will also... Yep, they send Misha or Rexar bottom to cap this and get progress on the beacon. Not too much that the blue team can do except try to take 1 point to halt that progress. The entire red team is in the top lane, and they've got Boss pushing top lane and Mercs pushing bottom lane. So this is not looking good for the blue team. They are now 2 levels behind. Oh goodness. Is that unstoppable enough? Out goes that stun. Then the blinds by Cassia. At least I think that was a Cassia blind. They managed to secure 1 kill, but no more. That Gul'dan goes down. Unfortunately, the blue team did not step on the beacon in time, so they are going to also have a giant wave top to deal with. Ooh, they are definitely losing that fort. I just hope nobody dies with it. Oh no! Ah, Jagarab uses his unstoppable. Good move there.
Red team has destroyed a fort.
The entirety of the wave is still up though, so they might see some progress on their keep even. In the meantime, Gul'dan has gone bottom lane to deal with these tiny Zerg wave from the blue team. Which I think was just the default wave. I think you get 18% by default, even if you get no progress on the beacon. Okay, blue team taking quite a bit of damage. Trying to flip that Raynor in, but just barely misses him. Red team has their level 13s. So they can try to engage here again if the team were to pass this way. But looks like they consider it and decide it is not too wise. So the red team is going to cap this siege camp. I'm guessing that the blue team already knows that. Yeah, they can probably see them right there. But they really shouldn't engage here. So instead, Johanna's just going to stand in this bush to protect her team from rotations by the red team. Which was a really good call, otherwise that KT would likely be dead. Red team's getting the bruiser camp as well from the blue team side. Blue team's really in a tough spot here. I mean, this map especially can be super snowbally. So they've got to try to get a handle on this as quickly as possible. Otherwise the next Zerg wave could go to their core. Red team's going top. Pushing those mercs in, trying to get progress on that keep. And they back out. Blue team is finally getting their 13s. Yep, right there. I'm not sure what the lag's about. I apologize for that. Red team backs away and gets their camps instead. Looks like the blue team is now looking for a fight. It's a 5-man. They're moving to the red team siege camp, and they're about to walk into that. Garrosh flips them away and just backs away. That fear pushes Johanna further in. He's in trouble if she does not... Oh! Goodness, she's no longer in trouble. It's really Cassia who's in trouble. She gets rooted. Jagarab is still taking a lot of damage and has to back away. Barber is by himself. Not a great position for Barber to be in. I mean, their only hope is that they manage to kill that Raynor. Nope, Artanis dies. They do manage to kill the Raynor, but it's too late because the rest of the team is super low. I mean, Jagarab might not survive this. think he will because of Anduin, but and his unstoppable, I suppose. But KT has like a sliver of health left. He's just going to go bottom and try to clear that wave without taking damage from the wave. Red team is very close to getting their level 16, so Xul Gin Distillery will likely be pushing really hard. I think if the blue team does not get on one of these points, it is going to be GG. Especially since the red wave is going bottom, and this keep is already, I don't know, 3/4 health at 3/4 health. So the blue team instead are going towards that Misha. Rexar backs away. Red team assembles. Blue team does manage to cap that. But in the meantime, that top wave has already basically killed that keep. This is very bad for the blue team, but they did not notice that in time. They now are down 16, so fight would be very bad for them. I think the blue team will need some kind of miracle to come back right now. Ooh, Sergeant Scoop dies. He's the first to die. His team needs him. I mean, that guy was really saving their butts a lot of the time, though. They do manage to kill him off Furion, but Artanis dies as well, as does Cassia. Now it's just a dead KT and a dead Johanna, and this is it. GG, I think. Pretty sure that's GG. Anduin's up in 5 seconds, but there's not much he can do by himself. Yeah, there really isn't much he can do. Alright, well, the third game goes to Xul Gin Distillery, beating out Full Metal Jacket 2-1. And, well, that was exciting. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in my next cast. I have posted my schedule bottom there. Please take a moment to follow or subscribe. Thank you. Bye.